What's up, y'all? It's James Disciple Johnson, National President and founder of Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club. And I'm out here at the beach in Cape Canaveral, Florida. And it's beautiful. There's a moon over here that is so freaking big. And it's not even yet full moon. But it looks like the sun going down. It's such a perfect evening. Look at that. Just gorgeous, man. Just gorgeous. And so I'm out here to take a little walk and share with you guys what's going on in my life. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful view because it is amazing. So, it is almost Christmas. And with it almost being Christmas, there's the whole Christmas depression thing. And I've just went ahead and actually shot a video, which we're working on uploading, about Christmas depression. I know that some of you struggle with that as well. And you know, it's holiday related, man. I get a lot of holiday related depression around my birthday, around different holidays. It's just part of the deal. And I know there's people that look at me, they're like, oh, you're supposed to celebrate your birthday. I don't know, man. I don't really celebrate my birthday. Oh, Christmas, it's the most wonderful time of the year. I don't know, man. And it's funny because there's no real describing depression to people who don't suffer from it and don't understand it. There's no real describing that to anybody. And then you got the like super holy and religious people that are like, oh, you couldn't be a Christian if you suffer from depression. Is it? Is it? What are these guys doing? Can I ask what you guys are doing? Do you mind if I shoot YouTube video of you doing that? That's pretty cool. Would that be cool? So I found these guys here. And it's the full moon, so you're hitting it. What is this? I don't know. I'm completely ignorant.
It's called a frame drum.
A frame drum.
It's a deerskin Native American drum.
That is so cool. You guys are Native American, I think? That is awesome. And so you're kind of like celebrating the full moon out here.
Yeah, we just drummed it up out of the water.
You drummed it up out of the water. God, it's beautiful too, isn't it?
Oh, it's spectacular.
That is probably the best full moon I've seen yet.
Storm last night, so it cleared out all
the clouds.
So there you saw it come right up out of the water tonight, which is very unusual. It doesn't happen very often.
That's very cool. Well, I'll leave you guys alone. Thank you.
Okay.
You guys have a good night. So they're drumming the full moon up out of the water. It's kind of cool. Look at the water. Look at the sun on the water, dude. Isn't that amazing? Like, it's just such an amazing place. This is what I love about being here. It's so incredibly beautiful. It's just so relaxing and peaceful. You guys have a good one.
Right.
I guess they done drummed the water out, or drummed the moon out. And yeah. So back to depression. Depression. You know, gosh, and there's so many ways to combat it, you know, spiritual things, you know, listening to praise and worship, reading the word, fasting and prayer, all that good stuff. But sometimes you just do that stuff and it still doesn't work. Like, you're still struggling with stuff, you know? I don't know if any of you have ever been there. I can't see if you guys are putting comments at all. There we go. Who knows? If you guys have comments, absolutely put them down. This is so weird for me because we're live streaming on YouTube and nobody's watching. So everybody watches Facebook. And as far as I can tell, there's no real way to promote the live stream either. Let's see. I guess it's I don't know, man. And then the other part that's really tough for me personally about right now, you know, this will be the first Christmas that I spend without my kids. And so that's brutal all by itself. But then secondarily, and on top of that, I'm alone down here, man. You see me? All alone. I'm not with anybody. There's like I'm alone. And living out on the island, you know, I'm pretty far away from the rest of the brothers in the club. I do have I do have a brother that's about 20 minutes away, 15, 20 minutes away, and I see him pretty regularly. That's good. But I definitely don't have family and all my friends. You know, when I was in Cottontown, I could just say, guys, I'm a little depressed and I need to hang out with some brothers. And bang, a bunch of brothers would be like, put something together for me. And we'd be hanging out together, you know? And I don't have that here. It's good to have that social network. You know, yes, I've got the club. Yes, I've got lots of great brothers in the club. But if they're not around, you know, what good is that? By the way, look at that moon on the water. Wow. Isn't that amazing? It's a full moon. That is not a sunset. The sunset is over there. This is just the moon on the water right there. So incredible. I'm thankful to God for that, you know? Thankful to God for that. Yeah, man. So I'm going to tell you guys this because a lot of you don't know. And so I live in Cape Canaveral, Florida now. So I'm going through a divorce. Months ago, 9 months ago or so, I moved from Cape Canaveral to Florida from South Carolina. And, you know, I hate divorce. God hates divorce. He also hates evil, awful, manipulative, violent marriages. And so I had to leave. I had to go. And man, that is tough. It's tough to walk away from. You know, there's a lot of people that when you do something, they want to talk smack about it and stuff, you know. You shouldn't get divorced. Ugh. And that's depressing and hard, you know, on top of everything else. And then there's just the constant questioning yourself, like, am I doing the right thing, you know? I know that I am. And this is the other odd part of it, man. I had quite easily supported myself all my life. Like I am since I left my parents' house at 18, I never took a nickel from anybody. Made good money, 6-figure money, man. And now I'm here on this island, and the Lord's like, stop doing the work that you've been doing and do this other work instead. You know, stop, you know, doing roofing. And he sent me out in this water one day. You know, I was here on the beach one night, and the Lord's like, I want you to go out in the water. It's black, you know, it's pitch black. It's not a beautiful moon on the water. Actually, there was a moon on the water. And I'm sitting like right here on the beach. And the Lord goes, I want you to take off your clothes, because I was wearing clothes, and go out in the water. And he said, go to where your shoulders are underwater. And I was like, so let me get this right. This is Cape Canaveral. There's sharks. There's the annual shark migration that happens right out here. I've actually taken my kids out of like 2 feet of water because there's a shark, a 5 or 6 foot shark in 2 feet of water. And you want me to go out where, and the Lord's like, what, you know, either you believe me or you don't. Either you trust me or you don't. I got to remind myself of this story, y'all. So I did. So I went out in the water, and by the time I got to where, you know, it was to my waist, and I don't have any clothes on, I'm just out in the ocean. By the time I got out to my waist, I was getting scared. And that song from Hillsong about, it's called Oceans. It's like, Take Me Deeper into the Water. It's by Hillsong. The Lord told me to just listen to that song and go out beyond where my feet could touch, you know? So I'm going out into the water, literally like right about here. There's nobody on the beach. It's a deserted beach. I got no clothes on. My clothes are laying in the sand, you know? And he started telling me, man, as I got out there on the water, you know, as I got in the water, as I got stomach deep, as I got, you know, shoulder deep, he's like, if I send you somewhere, you don't have to fear. He said, you can trust me. If I'm sending you somewhere, then I will provide for you. I'm like, dude, a shark could bite me right now. And he's like, but I'm the one that told you to come out here. You believe that I told you to come out here, right? And I was like, yeah. You know, and there are people that'll say I'm crazy, right? You're insane. If you believe God talks to you, you're insane. I don't know why he wouldn't. It says in the word that my sheep know my voice. So he's got a voice and he likes to use it. He likes to talk to us, you know? So I go out in this water, dude. I'm up to here, like the water's at my chin finally. I'm way out there, you know, and it took me, I'm gonna say it took me 20 minutes to get out to like right here, you know? That's probably out right there where I'm neck deep. It's not that far out, but I was so scared. I was so terrified of what could be out in these dark waters that I'm going in, that it took me 20 minutes, or maybe better, to get out there. And once I got out there and I'm in the water, he's like, float on your back, you know, and I like to float on my back. It's very relaxing. Neutral buoyancy in salt water lets you almost like float on your back, you know what I mean? And there I am, floating on my back, and the Lord's telling me, you've been afraid to go the places I want to take you. Like when I tell you to go somewhere, you're afraid to go. You're living in fear. And he started calling me out. And he's like, if I'm sending you, then I'll take care of you. I'll provide for you. You know, I'll protect you. By the way, that's the moon, guys. The sunset again is over there. But this is the moon. Guys, if you're watching, thank you for coming to YouTube to watch. Definitely drop a comment, say where you're watching from, and tell me if that's not the most beautiful full moon you've ever seen on YouTube. God, it's gorgeous. It really is. Let me look at that for a minute here. It's almost dark. The phone does a really good job of shooting in the dark, but it's almost dark right now. I mean, can you see? It's almost dark. So, you know, I guess in this time we're at right now, you know, I'm going forth, and I don't know if you see it. You know, I don't know what you see, what you can pay attention to see in my life, but if you watch my YouTube channel, you'll know, like, we're going to the next level on our YouTube channel, right? I mean, we've gotten a whole bunch of you to subscribe. Thank you so much. YouTube actually accused us of hiring some company to double our Facebook, our YouTube likes. And so they went and ran the analytics on us to see if we did that. And now they've offered to monetize the channel, and the channel looks better, right? There's graphics on it. The videos that we're shooting are, I would say they're the same as far as depth and content, but they are much better produced. The editing is better, the music's better, the content's better. There's a little card at the front that's got a description of what's going on in the video, you know. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm building what I believe the Lord has told me to build, which is the ability to monetize video. And it's so different for me. Anytime that I've done a business plan before, I'm a businessman, listen. Anytime I've done a business plan before, I sit down and I write it down and I show how we can make money. And we've done that when oh, look at the cruise ship is leaving, y'all. You see it? That's the cruise ship over there. I don't know what quality of video you guys have. Maybe you can tell me in the comments if the quality of video is good. But there's a cruise ship leaving. It's all lit up like Christmas. I wonder if we flip the camera, if it'll be a better shot for you guys. Yeah, that looks nice, right? There we go. There's the cruise ship. So this is Port Canaveral, and that's the jetty that you see extending out into the ocean toward the moon. Look at that moon. Dang, that's gorgeous, man. And the cruise ship is heading out toward God only knows where. Who knows where they're going? People kept offering me to go on cruise ships and stuff. Like, you can practically get them for free when you live here because they just need to fill the boats. But yeah, it's gorgeous. And again, that moon, so amazing. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, you know, I felt like the Lord has told me to stop doing roofing and to start monetizing the YouTube channel to make money. And I like, first of all, I guess it's something I need to overcome in me, but there is something in me that's like making money for preaching the gospel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about that. Making money for preaching the gospel. I've never taken a nickel. But you know, monetizing a YouTube channel is not the end of the world. We could do that, you know. But here's the thing, like I was saying about business plans. Anytime I've jumped into business, I've got money backing me. I've got a business plan that will make me money. I can pick up a check my first day doing business and finance the startup of the business. Like, I really was expecting, you know, I really expect when I've got a business plan to have it be something like that. Not where I'm completely out of roofing. Because this is the thing, man. I still have my roofing companies. My guys were still out there working today. But we didn't get any of the quotes we bid. We didn't get a single one, dude. And this is the thing, man. Listen, I got $2,500 worth of bills to pay by the end of the month. My month-end bills of $2,500 got to be paid, or my kids get kicked out of their house. I get kicked out of where I live. I mean, it's legit. I got to come up with my month-end bills. And it's always tough as a contractor this time of year, you know. Oh, it's tough. You know, maybe we'll make the money, maybe we won't. But we went and bid all this stuff and got nothing. What? And so, like, it freaks me out, man. You know, and that leads me to some depression. I'm not going to lie. That leads me to some depression. This light's washing me out, isn't it? Is it washing me out? It's a very bright light. How do we get a not so bright light? I need a filter on this thing. There, put my hand across it. Is that better? That cruise ship's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. The moon. God, I love this place. That's why I love it. It's so beautiful here, you know? Just so incredible. You get to see stuff like that. You know, look at that. It's amazing. And the light on the camera has focused. You can see it's really dark out here. We're getting dark, you know. Yeah, man. But it's all good. You know what? And this is why I told myself that story right now. And you might have thought I was telling you the story, but I was really telling myself the story about how the Lord sent me out in that water. And now that my light is on, you can see how very dark that water is, right? Can you imagine swimming out neck deep in water that's full of sharks? I've seen sharks multiple times in this water here. But I told myself that story because I need to remind myself that the Lord told me he sent me here, and I just have to do what he says. That's it. Just got to do what he says. I just wish that I had more faith, more confidence, that I could just walk along like, the Lord is going to bless all my bills will be paid. I'll be fine in Jesus' name. I don't know, dude. I don't know that I have that kind of faith right now. I don't have that kind of faith, man. God, it's so beautiful. But if the Lord calls you, he will equip you. You know, that's the deal. Or it wasn't God, right? Right? See, that's how that works. Or it wasn't God, you know? So let's check out some of you guys' comments. Let's turn that off. It's so bright in my face here. Let's read the comments here. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for joining my first YouTube live stream. And it's just awesome. Sun is almost down in Kansas City from Bryant Larimore. Pitch black in West Virginia from Mr. Kincaid. By the way, did you guys know that I have a brand manager for YouTube? And it's Justin Kincaid, the guy that commented there. And he watches the videos, tells me what I need to be shooting, keeps me on target. I'm very thankful for him. Dave Musgrave says, beautiful evening down there, Disciple James. God, grace, and blessings to you, man. I received that. Whew, I received that. In Jersey, there's Dan in Jersey, Burton in Pennsylvania, Dave Musgrave in Greenville, South Carolina. Streaming quality kind of low. That is a problem with live streaming, is that you have to be dependent on a cell phone signal, and on the beach there is a cell phone. I have LTE, but it's not all that great. Justin says it was better on the other camera. And then Dave wants to know the temperature down here this evening. I'm gonna guess that it's probably in the 50s. I still feel cold, but it's not bad. Look at that moon. You see how bright that moon is right now? It's like the sun. It's unbelievable. Justin's gonna bring a booster. Excellent. And yeah, so those are the comments. By the way, y'all, one thing I would love to see you do is comment right there in the comment stream about what you'd like to see us shoot video about. So one of the ones I shot today was about seasonal depression. There's another one where we shot a nativity scene last night, as you may have seen on the live stream. And we're going to put Mark chapter 2. We're going to read the Christmas story over the nativity scene. And have about 4 minutes of hijinks, and the rest will be, you know, the nativity scene and the Christmas story. So that's going to be cool. And then, let's see, what else am I going to shoot? Oh, you can tell me whether you think this is a good idea. Put it in the comments if you think it's a good idea. The grisly side of Christmas, where Herod questioned the wise men and found out there was a king born. And so Herod killed all the babies under the age of 2 years old in Judea. And that led to a revolution, actually, in Judea, as it would if you kill all the babies under 2 years old. Man, let me just get this boat one more time, guys. It's so cool. I know the video isn't super great, but look at that. The moon on the water, the Christmas tree lit up cruise ship leaving. Just absolutely incredible. Just absolutely incredible. So yeah, put it in the comments. What do you guys want to see us shoot video about? Trying to get some Christmas video out there, so working hard to edit that. And the best thing I could come up with is that Christmas is depressing. And so my Christmas video is Christmas depression. For those of you who struggle from seasonal depression. It's not very Christmassy. I don't feel very Christmassy, man. I have to be honest. I feel a lot better just coming out here and talking to you guys, to be honest. It's like therapy for me. And just sharing what's going on in my life and getting it out. Because, you know, quite honestly, I struggle a lot, man, you know? I struggle with the same stuff you guys do. Anxiety, depression, fear, bitterness, rage, anger, all that stuff, you know? I'm totally killing my night vision here. I feel a little weird walking down the beach with a big light. And on top of that, I can't see the people who I can hear walking and talking around me because they may need to be shot. You never know. I've never needed to shoot anybody yet, but this could be the night. God, what an amazing shot that is. This is one of my favorite parts about living here is the moon on the water like that. Isn't that incredible? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't think you're even supposed to have a bright light like this. Of sea turtles. There's some sea turtles, and they're attracted to the bright white light. As long as I'm moving, maybe it's not bad. You'll see people with red lights. That's what you're supposed to have, is a red light on the beach. Here, if we can. You guys see the water? Nope, can't really see the water. Okay. Yeah. I'm learning, just learning how to do this. Let's see, what else happened today? Oh, by golly, this is another really weird thing. So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a whole lot right now. And one of the things I'm learning is about YouTube analytics. And it's so interesting to me that we're a Christian channel and we shoot Christian stuff. And like, the views that Christian stuff gets are like this. And then the views that shooting a Harley breakout gets are like this. They're like up to here. You can't have a monetized YouTube channel shooting about Jesus. Nobody wants to see about Jesus. Nobody watches. I mean, I can't say nobody. There's a bunch of you that do. But there's no actual success in being a YouTuber or a live streamer in talking about Jesus, apparently. Apparently, that's not good enough. You have to shoot stuff about Harleys and stuff. And all of a sudden, when we shoot stuff about Harleys, whoo, my YouTube ranking goes way up, and all these people are watching and subscribing and stuff. It's just kind of funny how that works, isn't it? So we have to make sure that we mix the preaching videos. And so, like, if you look at what I've pumped out on YouTube for the last week, it's been preaching videos, like spiritual stuff. But we have to mix that with silly stuff. Now, I've known that about the live stream for a while. Like, live streaming, it's automatically going to be silly. It's like, what is there to do? Let's do something crazy, guys. And, you know, that makes it fun to watch. And then you can intersperse some Jesus in there. You know, you can salt it a little bit with some Jesus every now and then, and people will still watch. I'm going to get lost. Where did I even start here? I have no idea where I'm at right now. So yeah, you put some Jesus in here and there as people can stand it, you know. But quite frankly, not as much Jesus as I had expected, quite frankly. And it's more, people are more interested in seeing other stuff, motorcycles and that kind of thing. The Dragon Run movie, that was definitely one of our hottest YouTube's items, you know, and people would watch thousands of minutes of it a month, every month. But the Dragon Run movie, you know, like most of my live streams about Jesus are here, Dragon Run movies here, and again, the Harley videos like way up here. It's crazy. So yeah, that's how you have to monetize it. And it is real work, right? It's not that it's not real work. It is definitely real work. You have to shoot the videos, you have to think them up, you have to create graphics for them, you have to edit them. Editing them takes for freaking ever. It's real work. The thing is, you got to find decent content, and apparently the kind of content that YouTube wants to see is more secular stuff. I'm not going to sell out in any way. Like, I, I'm going to shoot about Jesus, and I'll shoot secular stuff. It's fun. Listen, it's fun test riding Harleys. You know, it's good times. And I don't preach too much while I'm doing it. I just mention that we have our channel, you know, and people can go there or not. But God, look at that moon. Isn't that dramatical? Let's turn off the light for a second, see what you guys can see. Look at that, huh? Oh my gosh, man. Look at that. This is why I live here, y'all. There is a road called the Causeway. Dude, there's light on the beach right now. It's like I got a shadow right now. Can you guys see my shadow on the beach? There's my shadow. It's unbelievable. That's how much light there is. It's casting a shadow. So there's something called the Causeway. It's what goes from Cape Canaveral, which is 2 islands out. The Causeway then crosses over Merritt Island and then goes to the Florida mainland. And I'm gonna go ride that tonight because the water, when you're looking down from the bridges that go over the water and the full moon is on it like that, that's freaking amazing right there. Riding motorcycles and looking at the moon on the water. There's the cruise ship way out there. This is the cruise ship right here. Let's see if we, let's flip the camera around again and see if we get a little better footage for you guys. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Gonna zoom in. Can we see the cruise ship still? There it is. Way out there in the dark. There we go. That's fun. So yeah, man. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting. And I really feel like, again, I'm a businessman. I really feel like that we're in a business launch right now. Like I'm working incredibly long hours. Anybody that ever sees me, all I'm doing is either shooting video or editing them. Even if I'm talking to you on the phone, I'm probably editing video. Oh, jeez, almost fell in the dirt there. I think some people might be over here looking at turtles, so I should turn the light off if that's the case. Because the lights scare the turtles or something. You're only allowed to have red light for turtles. Oh no, they've got a fire. That's what it is.
How you doing?
Oh, you guys again. What are you doing now?
What are we doing?
They've got a fire down here of some sort. I don't know what it is. What do you got going on?
It's an altar with
It's an altar. Some stones and stuff.
Religious artifacts and
Can I turn my light on?
hands.
Is that okay?
By all means.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's have a look.
We smoke each other, cleanse each other.
So, like waving them in smoke onto people?
Yeah.
Okay.
The stage that we burn in that bowl there.
And then you got the musical singing bowl.
Yeah, Tibetan bowl.
I used to have one of those. I love that.
Tingshas.
Got the little cymbals.
Yeah.
This is a regular
Tingshas.
ting shots, okay?
Yeah.
That's a good name for them.
Yeah.
And then you guys are out here doing this because of the full moon,
Yeah.
which is freaking beautiful. I mean, it's just amazing.
It's as good as it gets.
Well, I'll leave you guys alone with my bright light. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, beautiful.
Have a good night.
care.
Oh, there's another one here. So where am I going? I can't even see. My God. Where are we here? How do I get out of here? This. Where have I gotten myself to? There's a sign over there. That doesn't go up to the street. I'm lost. And I'm staring at a bright light. So yeah, what I was saying, I very much feel like I'm in a business launch right now. You know, like in a business launch. Last view, by the way, y'all. There's the cruise ship back on top of my head and the moon on the water. In a business launch, we have a saying, 30, 60, 90 days. 30 days, you're struggling. You're not surviving. You don't get any money. You have to pay everybody before you pay yourself. Then 60 days, you start to turn a profit. And then after 90 days, hopefully, private property no trespass. Trespass. I'm lost. Oh, gosh. So I'm very much in the first 30 days, like really legitimately, even though, and this is the thing about roofing. Like I can make money roofing, but the Lord's choked me off on roofing. And I'm very certain at this point that the Lord has told me that I'm not to do roofing. that I'm to pursue shooting video that talks about Jesus. And what makes me so certain of that is I can't get any roofing work to save my frickin' bones. It's unbelievable. And like we get some, it's enough to pay the guys. I don't make a nickel. You know, I got roofing, you know, debt to pay off and business to pay off. And yeah, man. So like even, it's like I said today, I sent the guys out and they got outbid and they didn't do any work. Where am I? What is this? I think this might be my hole, or this might be the hole into which I'm supposed to walk. Yeah. So not only do I feel like God's telling me that, but it's no choice at this point because my roofing business is, and the thing is, I could go to Western Florida and like probably make, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably $100,000 a month, say, in Western Florida where the hurricane was, if I can import some Mexicans from Texas or something. But the Lord has clearly and specifically told me not to do that. Don't do it. And I'm like, why not? Like, I can make money. He's like, because this is what you're supposed to be doing. So I sit at a picnic table and I edit video. And I go out and I shoot video. And I edit some more video. And then I call some people and beg them to give me money and support what we're doing as a ministry. And then shoot more video and edit more video. It's like a vicious circle. And like I said, I have no problem with having a business plan. Listen, if I've got a business plan, there are a few people that can drive and outwork me and out-succeed me when it comes to a business plan, and there's cash at the end of the table. You know, and I've launched a number of businesses. When I was 17, I launched my first business, right? Brokering computer chips in California. And I made 80 grand in 3 months, paid for college, packed the business up and was done with that. I've owned a bunch of different companies, but this right now, what we're going through with this business launch is absolutely, it just takes the cake. And let me give you some examples. We've got guys moving down from other countries and other states to be part of this army and make this thing happen. I just got off the phone with, okay, I can't say names, but I can tell you that there's 3 guys that you know very well who are on their way here right now to live in Cape Canaveral with me and make this thing happen. Like, we legitimately see $1 million sales plan for the next year. No question in our mind. You know, the documentary we're going to shoot by itself should bring home $400,000. That's enough to pay for us and allow us to donate a huge amount to ministry. But I've never been in this position before where I don't have food to eat for the day. Where I'm concerned that, you know, I might get kicked out of my place. Where I have, you know, where I'm just like struggling with stress. Never been in that place. You know, I just, it's mind numbing to me. And I don't, to be quite frankly honest with you, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Sometimes that's how I know it's the voice of the Lord versus my own flesh. When I want to do something, but I feel like I'm not supposed to, then I'm pretty sure that I'm not supposed to do it, you know? But when I don't want to do something and I just know I have to, you know, when my flesh is like, no, let's go do something easier. You know, let's go turn a profit here and pay our bills. You know, let's go back to work. I could get a job. I could sell Harleys. I could sell anything. I can sell roofing. But it's not what I'm supposed to do. And I've got to stick with that, man. And I guess I'm preaching to myself. I don't know if you guys have these situations where God tells you to do things and then you just have to do them. But if you do, man, that's really the key. Just do it. Just make it happen. Whatever the Lord tells you to do, He's gonna back. It's His deal, you know. And if you do your job on it, then He'll do His part too. You know. Don't ever give up. And I guess I'm preaching to myself here. Don't ever give up. In Jesus' name. Don't ever give up on what God tells you to do. Don't ever give up on ministry opportunities that are put in front of you. Don't let fear tell you that you can't do it. Don't let anxiety, stress, depression, anger, bitterness tell you you can't do it. Just fulfill the purpose that God has for you. See, I'm preaching to myself here. I went out in that dark water 3 months ago, and the Lord told me to do this. While I'm floating on my back in the water, he's like, if I send you, I'll protect you. I'm going to send you into deep waters you're not used to. And I'm not used to where I'm at right now. I'm not used to it. There's this verse I remember. King David in the Bible struggled with depression. He wrote about it all the time. Why are you disquieted within me, my heart? You know, take courage, for I will yet praise him. And it says every time there was this like big battle and it looked like there was, 100,000 more troops on the other side than what David had, it said David encouraged himself in the Lord. And I guess that's just what we got to do, man. Encourage ourselves in the Lord. If the Lord's told you to do it, by God, let nothing stand in your way. And the Lord's told me to do this, so I guess that's advice I have to take for myself. Yeah, I don't have any doubt of that. I've done some dumb stuff before that God didn't tell me to do. Boy, did that stuff fail and make misery for me. How do you know it's really God, So I'm going down what they call, this is part of what they call the secret spot. It's dark in here.
No, I'll do that.
How are you?
That's good, you?
Good. So yeah, walking through the mangroves here. Need to not fall down, actually. Let's grab the rail. Goodbye, beach. Goodbye, beach. It was nice seeing you. God, this light is bright. Thank you, Ruppel. All right. So I'm going to go get on Providence and head back to my place and edit more video and take phone calls. By the way, I saw somebody called while I was on the live stream here, so whoever you are, I promise I'll call you right back. Back out to Providence. Oh my God, look at this sexy motorcycle. Where did it come from? I wonder if I could just ride it away. I can. Well, anyway, guys. Just chilling. I could sleep here. It's perfectly comfortable. Look at this. Can you tell that a YouTuber rides this motorcycle? It's got comes equipped with its very own tripod. I'm gonna show you something though. Camera equipment. Lights, batteries, tripods, shooting stabilizers, more cameras, wires, GoPro mounts. I'm an obsessive, I can't lie. When I do things, I obsess. And fortunately, I'm surrounded by a bunch of obsessives too. I don't think so. The motorcycle. I think we can turn the light off since there's a little ambient light around here. Hello. To wherever it is we're going to go. By the way, guys, comment where you're watching from, and I would love to hear you guys' viewpoint of whether or not it's okay for Christians to celebrate Christmas. I'm actually going to go ride around on my motorcycle and try to find a Christmas display, like with a bunch of Christmas lights, and then I'm going to shoot video in front of it, if that doesn't piss off the owner of the house, And the video will be about whether or not it's okay for Christians to have Christmas decorations and celebrate Christmas. Because, some people think that Christmas is like a pagan holiday, and therefore you shouldn't have a Christmas tree. And I don't think that, so that will be my viewpoint. Off we go, y'all. You guys ready to ride some motorcycles? If you are watching from somewhere that it's freezing cold, you may enjoy this a lot. Yeah. off we go. What we have not figured out how to do is mount a camera in a way such that you can actually see the motorcycle as I'm riding, right? It'd be good to actually see that there's a motorcycle. So I have to have a selfie stick that I'm holding way out there if you want to see the motorcycle while we ride. So let's go look for some Christmas lights, and then I'm going to whip out my camera and go from live stream to record mode and shoot a YouTube video about whether or not it's okay to celebrate Christmas. Here's the perfect house right here. Look at this place. Let's see. I can show you, right? Look at that. That's the perfect house to shoot a YouTube video in front of. Man, if you want to piss some people off, whip out a camera in front of their house and just start shooting video. That is a good way to get somebody to come out of their house upset. Yeah, I was just going to shoot YouTube video of your house. I'm not getting your address. Don't worry about it. Nobody knows where you live. Well, now they know where you live because you came outside. But anyway, I think it's a good street to look on, actually. Look at all the Christmas lights. That's a nice one. That's pretty. There's some up here on the other side. I'm looking for a house where there's nobody home. There's no cars out front. Maybe I can shoot video there without anybody being too mad about it. I need a second device so that I can shoot video with this device. I have one, a GoPro. Actually, I think I left all the GoPros at home because I was not intending to shoot GoPro video. Here's a house where it doesn't look like anybody's home, but there's not very good Christmas lights there either. Can you guys see it? You'll see it in a second. That's all there is, the blue tree and a couple lights out front. Maybe if I go closer to the main road, people won't be so weirded out if I'm shooting it, like on a major sidewalk. And what are we going to say about whether or not Christmas is okay to, you guys put your comments in. If you don't think that Christmas is okay to celebrate, put your comments down on why. And I'll use those. Why wouldn't Christmas be okay? It's a pagan holiday. Well, yeah, but we're celebrating Jesus. Jesus is the reason for the season, not a pagan holiday. I'm giving away my my content. Justin Kincaid's going to get mad at me. Christmas lights there. I'm looking for like a really gaudy Christmas display though, like just super over the top. It's got one of those flailing arm Santas with air blowing into it. Like I want one that's got, multiple Christmas stuff. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Look at that. Perfect, right? They got a Santa and everything. But if I'm standing out in front of their house yelling with a microphone, what if I went and knock on their door and just like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to be here shooting in front of your Santa. And there's nothing you can do about it because I'm on a public street. That's going to piss them off too. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's turn around here. This house has got a lot of Christmassy stuff too, right there. And they got a garage open. See, I really like this one. Let me see if I can show you again. See, they got a Santa over here and a Frosty the Snowman. And this is a fairly main street. If I just hop off my bike quickly and shoot the video, I should be okay, right? It's not blocking it out. Let's keep looking. There's a really rich neighborhood near here, and they might have a good Christmas display in the really rich neighborhood. Let's go check that out. Might have a better success that way. Yeah, man, it is, according to Harley Davidson, you got a Harley Davidson display up here that tells you the temperature. It's 55 degrees in Cape Canaveral, Florida. It's beautiful. We are riding on Providence, in case you just joined the live stream and couldn't tell that I'm on a motorcycle. I am not wearing safety glasses, and that is important, because I could get pulled over for that. But who cares? Just a ticket. And also, I could lose my vision. But again, who cares? Here we go, coming up on the intersection here. Here's Fanny's Fried Chicken, for those of you who knows what that is. That's a place where I shoot some YouTube video every now and then. Here we go. This looks like a gaudy Christmas display right here. And there's a sidewalk right in front. And they have a manger scene. Oh my goodness, it's the Peanuts manger scene. All right, let's flip the camera so you guys can see this. See if I can avoid pulling in front of something here. All right, here we go. I think we found our spot to shoot a Christmas video. So we'll find out, at least if they come outside while I'm shooting video and they bitch at me about it, at least you'll get it on video. So that's what's critical. All right, here we go. Let's flip this thing around so you guys can see too. Isn't this perfect? Look at this. This is perfect. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. That's the rule, right? Let's get everything set up before we start shooting. You know what I mean? Let's get the lights out. Everything. And then when I start shooting, we'll be ready to roll. All right. Let's get this figured out here. Get our camera mounted. This is gonna be so much fun. Look at this. Super gaudy. That's perfect. So Justin Kincaid, you should be very happy because I'm gonna get a Keep Christ in Christmas video and a Should Christians Celebrate Christmas video right now in the next few minutes. And they'll be easy to upload too because I'm shooting them with the camera instead of a GoPro. All right, here we go, y'all. God bless you. Thank you for watching. I'm James Disciple Johnson, National President and founder of Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club. Search me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at James Disciple Johnson or Disciple Christian Motorcycle Club. Also, go on disciplecmc.com or disciplechristianmc.com. Both are owned by us. Read the websites, look at the blogs, learn what it is we do, buy a t-shirt, support the ministry. God bless you. Thanks for watching. And Merry Christmas, because Christmas.